Hey YouTube, willkommen til Oscar's Simulator Room. I think I said that right in Norwegian because I'm at Oscar's house in Adenau. I've literally just arrived in Germany. We've driven 8 hours without stopping today. It's been bonkers. Before I get to the Nordschleife and start driving, I'm actually taking part in an esports race on the Nordschleife, which is kind of funny to come all the way to Germany to compete on an esports race on the Nordschleife at the Nordschleife and then do a real race at the Nordschleife tomorrow. W Series kindly invited me to join their esports league, which is quite late in the season now, so I'm just jumping in for a few guest races and I've had to come here today, so I've literally got about an hour to jump on Oscar's simulator right now and start practicing. It's kind of crazy because I don't have a PC at the moment, so I've been having to borrow PCs off friends locally, you know, just drop over to someone's house and do an hour's practice. So we're driving Formula Renault single-seaters on the Nordschleife, which is going to be kind of crazy. We had a practice race on Tuesday. It was complete carnage. Pretty big series because they get 1.5 million views so far on the W Series Esports League, so it's a great opportunity to shine, use my local Nordschleife knowledge. Oscar, what do you think my chances are? Good, there you go, based on my previous results on your sim. Last time I raced here, it was for the Overtake Clash of Races, for the Overtake Challenge.
How did that go, Charlie?
It didn't go quite to plan because I drove really well in testing. In practice we always started from the pits with warm tyres, but for the race start we started cold start with cold tyres at Monza, so I had no tyre temperature and I went through the first chicane very slowly. Second chicane I thought I'm going to be okay, I've got some tyre temp, and I didn't. And I ran wide and I hit a sausage curb and I went in the gravel and it was an easy mistake to make. And I think, do you still have the video?
We will have a look.
We'll have a look for the video. Hopefully I can play the video and you'll see that it was just really unlucky. I got beaten by Dave Gaming. Anyway, so today that's not going to happen. We've got 3 races. First 2 races, 2 laps. Then we've got a 3 lap. And just had a couple of sandwiches. I've only eaten for the first time today about half an hour ago. But I deserve to win anyway, just for the sheer endurance of driving 8 hours here. And then, anyway, let's see what happens. Well, that has to be the most bonkers esports race I think I've ever done. How many times did I get taken out, do you reckon?
15 times.
I think so, a lot of times. A lot of people just drifting into me. I managed an 8th position. I started in what, 7th or something?
16.
No, but didn't I start in 6th or 7th? I got taken out completely on like this second corner from behind, and then was last, and I fought my way back up to 8th. So I think that's what I'm taking away. That's my takeaway from this insane race. Yeah, I'll probably better leave it there. I'm really hot and sweaty from just being in a car driving all day and then driving the sim for about 3 hours. So I'm gonna go for a swim. Still pretty warm, got my bikini on, I'm ready to go, ready to roll. I love it when the place you're staying at literally has a racing car stuck to the side of the building. Well, it's practice day, it's Friday, it's 30 degrees, it's absolutely roasting. Everybody's struggling with the tyre pressure and the heat, and just so easy to just overheat the tyres in this weather. We're going to be going out on the full track now. This morning it's just the GP track, so we're going to be going out on the Nordschleife in about 10-20 minutes. As you can see, we've got a paddling pool. Everybody's well prepared. We've been chilling out and relaxing a little bit. So I just bought a drink system because it's so hot. I need water. I need to be able to drink in the car. 20 to 10. Just been through a load of data with Einar and just trying to find, where I'm losing time, how I can improve my technique, and that's nice. Dark green GT3. Anyway, distracted. It's 9:45 at night and 28 degrees. I bet it's 25 out there. It's been crazy today, the heat. I've been hot before driving Ginetta GT5 at Spa was, I mean, the heat soak that you get in that car is, pretty nasty. No ventilation. The BMW, we run it with the heater on a bit to help with the cooling. I mean, I did a 3 laps, so 30 minutes. I felt fine in the car, but it was just when I got out and started trying to strap Lutz in, I just had this massive kind of head rush and I just had to take a breath for a minute. I was like, I've not really experienced that in all the time I've raced. It just took me a bit by surprise. Yeah, my fitness is pretty good and everything, but I've drunk so much water. I've probably drank about 6 or 7 of these today. And yeah, sorry if this is TMI, but I've not been to the loo. That just tells you how much water my body has probably lost through sweat in the car. It's just mad. Morning folks, well it's race day, it's qualifying, and basically over in that direction it's pretty dark and it's been coming this way. Now it's starting to come down. It was kind of looking like maybe it's going to come down on one part of the track and we might miss it on another. Yeah, it's a bit tricky. Fingers crossed. About 5-10 minutes before quali started, it absolutely opened up big time and it was like full wet. So yeah, first drive on the Nordschleife in the wet. Cars actually feels pretty good. People have said to me the car's actually quite nice to drive in the wet and it gives you quite a lot of confidence. A lot of the time you can see tyre tracks, so you can get an idea of the lines other people are taking. I think the quickest guys were about 11:40 or something, 10:40, sorry, and I did 11:39, 9 to 10 fastest at the moment. Even on the straights, you know, people saying they're aquaplaning, and I saw an Aston Martin in the wall at Kesselchen. So it just kind of focuses your mind a bit. But yeah, I mean, I overtook a few GT4 cars out there and quite a lot of other slower traffic, so you know, that told me I was pushing on a bit, and yeah, pretty happy with that for the first drive in the wet. So here we are on the grid. It's heating up, drying out a bit, and everybody's going to go on to slicks, I think. A few people staying on wets, but might be tricky for a couple of laps, but it seems like it's going to be the best thing to do, really. If you lose a bit of time for a couple of laps, it's going to save just coming straight in the pits. It's never nice in these conditions when you've got wet and dry, but hopefully the track will dry out quickly. Well, it's been a really tough race, if I'm honest. Hardly any grip at the beginning and the first lap or so. Difficult trying to heat the tyres when everything was so wet and slippy. So literally we got to the Dottinger straight, that was dry. Everybody was going crazy trying to heat the tyres up, get some tyre temp. Trying to hang on to Stefan and the Schnitzenau car in front. Kind of catching them, then maybe they pull away a bit and so on for quite a lot of the race. A Ferrari GT3 car came through at one point and knocked me off the track, which was quite hairy. I managed to hang on to it. Right at the end of my stint, I was coming up behind a back marker, coming downhill through Hudson-Back. So I'm like, well, he's seen me, he's leaving me room. I went through, and then he just turned in on me. And it's one of those kind of split-second things. Really frustrating. Probably only a lap away from handing the car over. Running in 9th place, we could have maybe made up like a couple of more positions. And yeah, I just feel really bad about not giving the car over to David and Lutz. It's a frustrating way to finish the weekend, but I guess also it's just symptomatic of this type of racing on this track where you've got a lot of traffic and racing incidents like this can just happen. So yeah, just annoyed really.